Hi, and welcome wherever you are and however you may be listening. We are live. My name is Hassan Riggs, and I'm coming to you directly from Washington, D.C. today. I'm excited to chat with you about video. Today's session is all about video. Again, my name is Hassan Riggs. I'm the founder and CEO at Smart Alto. And I'm going to share with you some of the things, some of the tools, the tricks, the strategies that I use to use video in my business. One of the most important things you have to remember is that I'm an entrepreneur the same way that you are. So the same way you want to get clients, I want to get clients. I use video in my business. You should be using video in your business too. There's no better time in history to use video to really just overall build better, stronger relationships with your clients. This mobile phone right here, the same one that you're probably watching me on right now, this mobile phone is the best media technology ever invented. It's better than radio, TV, books, journals, magazines. It's the best ever invented. And part of the reason is because people are always on it. They're on Facebook, they're on YouTube, they're on Snapchat, they're on Instagram, they're on LinkedIn mobile, they're text messaging folks. And so, by the way, if you're not text messaging your clients, if you're not text messaging your leads, then you're missing out on a big opportunity, because the reality is it's a lot easier to start conversations with people through text message than it is any other medium, any other channel. So if you want to learn a little bit more about that, then just put interested in the comment section and I'll have someone on my team reach out to you. But this is not about text message. This is really about how to use video in your business to elevate your brand. It's about how to use video in your business to build stronger, better, more long-lasting relationships with your clients and leads. It's about how to use video in your business to promote properties, open houses, your listings, right? You don't have to use video, but if you're not using video, you're missing out on a big opportunity. And so today, I'm going to share with you some of the things that I've done over the past couple of months to implement video into the business, because as I've been doing more video, I've had a lot of you reach out to me and ask, hey, Hassan, you've DM'd me, right? I probably have a couple hundred DMs actually from people who are in the group, the Real Estate Marketing Mastermind group, and other folks who may not be in the group, but people who are asking me, hey, what do you do for video? What do you buy your equipment from? Why do you use this equipment? What do you have? What don't you have? What did you try? What didn't you try? And so I figured yesterday, actually, I was thinking about it and I said, why don't I just create a quick video? So I'm going to spend 15, 20 minutes with you today, and I'm going to share with you the exact things that I use to create video in business, and do it very affordably. This isn't something you have to invest tens of thousands of dollars into. It's not something that you have to go out and hire a videographer to do for you or get this camera crew to follow you around everywhere. You don't have to do that. You can quite literally take your iPhone. You can take your iPhone and shoot extremely high quality video from it. 99% of the time when you see me do a video, I'm using an iPhone. My iPhone, a friend's iPhone, I'm using an iPhone. The camera on the iPhone since version 6 or 7 has gotten really good. I have an iPhone 10 now, a 10R. The quality on this is HD. It's really good. So you don't have to go out and buy expensive cameras and get high-end lenses. If you do that, I know that Jesse, Jesse, if you're here, I don't know if you're here today in the group, Jesse, but if you are, folks, hit that ecamm.live link so that I can see a little bit more about who you are. But Jesse, I don't know if you're here now, but Jesse has a photography background, and so when he does his listings, he takes beautiful pictures of them. I don't know if he's using drones or what you're doing, Jesse, but he's taking beautiful pictures in them of his properties. So Jesse has a background in photography. I don't. I've had to learn this stuff quite like you over the past few months. I've watched videos, I've read articles, I've been a sponge just trying to pick up what to do, what not to do. I've made some mistakes that have cost me money. I've purchased things that I realized maybe I don't need or it wasn't the best quality. And so I'm going to share some of those things with you to help you bypass those learning curves and dive into using video in your business and to elevate your brand. It's now the best time in history to build better, stronger, more long lasting relationships with your folks through using video, through these digital channels. And so I'm going to dive into it right now. But first, let's talk about a little strategy. We'll go through a little strategy really quickly, and then we're going to dive in to talk more about the actual tools and gear that I use. And then later, if it's helpful, we can talk about some other things. I do want to make one quick point. I'm in Washington, D.C. I have a really big family. And next month, I have a family reunion. We're going to have 300 people from all around the country who's flying into Washington, D.C., and we're going to host them, take them to the museums and do a lot of stuff. I'm on the planning committee and I'm one of the leaders of the planning committee. That meeting is in like 2 hours. So I have to go. But if you have questions that I was not able to answer, then I'll pop back in later on today or sometime tomorrow, sometime next week, whenever, and start answering your questions. But I do want to make that quick point. If you're here, Alina, hey, how are you doing? Great to see you. Debbie, hey, how are you? If you're here, give me a shout out. Say hello to me. I want to know who we have here just so I can say hello. Make sure to put your questions in the comment section so that I can see what you're asking me throughout the presentation and make this into more of a conversation as opposed to me just talking. But I am going to take a moment now to talk a little bit about the strategy and then dive in and talk more about the actual tactics and give you some things that you can walk away with. And by the way, if you are interested, at the end of this, I'm going to put a document together with all of these like links and tools and what I have, why I have them, where you can buy them. These are not affiliate links. I don't do that. These aren't affiliate links. These are the actual tools that I bought. Most of the stuff I just got from Amazon. You know, I'm an Amazon Prime member. I've been for years. I just bought this stuff from Amazon and had it shipped directly to my house, next day shipping. So I'll share that stuff with you. Hey, Ashley, how are you? Todd, what's going on, buddy? Lisa, hey, family gatherings are the best. They are the best. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so let's dive in. Make sure, so I see we have Debbie, Alina, Liz, Ashley. We have a couple people here. So make sure if you have questions, you just put those questions in. I'll be sure to answer them, okay? So first, why would you want to use video in your business? So relationships drive the business forward. So remember, I'm an entrepreneur just like you. Started Smart Alto a couple of years ago, been growing the business, growing really fast. You are also an entrepreneur. And so you're out and in business and in life, you get the most value when you actually build relationships with people. Real estate, especially real estate, is one of those industries more than automotive sales, more than oil and gas sales, more than technology sales. Real estate is really driven by relationships. So it will behoove you to have the most strong, long-lasting relationships with people as possible. So putting a lot of thought into the best way to build relationships with people, to get them to know, like, and trust you. Because when people know, like, and trust you, i.e. trust that you can actually help them and demonstrate that you can actually help them before you even do business with them, that's the best way, right? You want to demonstrate that you can help them. You want people to know, like, trust you, know not just about you and your business, how great of an agent you are, that you can help them sell their house faster, quicker than anyone else, but know a little bit more about your personal life, right? Really building relationships with people, pulling back the curtain and letting them into your personal life. If we truly believe that relationships drive the business forward, then we can say the sale is made, that the listing appointment is gotten, that the benefit and the commercial opportunity for you is greatest when you build the relationship with people. That the sale is made when the relationship is built. Your goal should be to build more relationships with more people more quickly, right? So let me say that again. If the sale is made when the relationship is built, your goal should be to build more relationships with more people more quickly. So why then would we take a Facebook lead and put that person on our email list and start emailing them information about us, hoping that they're going to read it when we know email open rates are declining, that people are not answering the phone today the way they used to, right? In order for people to build a relationship with you, you got to start a conversation with them. They have to know more about you. They have to take a deep dive into your life and you into theirs. That's when the relationship is built. You need to start a conversation. It can't just be one way. It has to be a two-way dialogue. So why then would we take them away from where they are, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, to put them on an email list when we know the likelihood they're going to open our emails, read our emails, it's steadily declining? People aren't doing that today the way they did, 20 years ago. I remember, I'm dating myself, when I was a kid, my mom gave me an email. She gave me a computer. She gave me an email address. And there was no such thing as spam. I opened up and read every single email that I got. I don't care who sent it to me, whether I knew them or whether it was a brand. I signed up on some email list. It doesn't matter. I opened every single email that I got. There was no such thing as spam back in 1990s when I got my first email address. I would read everything. I would consume everything. I would dive into it. I would listen. I would read. That's not the case today. I get so many emails today. I only open emails from people I know, like, and trust. The affinity that I have with you is going to increase the likelihood that I open your email. If I don't know you, I'm going to think you're just trying to sell me something, and I'm probably not going to open your email. That's just the reality. But if I do know you, I'll open your email. The reality is that open rates for emails are steadily declining. Yes, there's a place for email in your business. There's a place for phone calls in your business. But ever increasing, it's better for you to text those people, send them a video text, or just communicate with them through video on the platform they're on. Because people are going to watch and listen to much more than they're going to read. Let me say that again. People are going to watch and listen to much more than they're going to read. So it's your job to use video to just communicate with them wherever they are, right where they are, because they have this in front of them. Most of you right now are probably watching me on your cell phone. That's the reality. So you can use video to get your message across to people directly where they are. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. You can use video to communicate with them where they are so that they will be more likely to listen, to watch your video, so that you can build a stronger relationship with them so that they know, like, and trust you more quickly. That's why we're talking about video today. It's the same reason we talk about using text message in your business, because people have their cell phone with them all the time. And when you text them, they're going to look down at their cell phone and they're going to say, oh, let me respond to this text, because text messages get a higher open rate, higher engagement rate, higher response rate. That's why we talk about using video and text message all in one. Okay. That's the strategy behind it. Now let's talk about the gear. Let's dive into the gear. I'm going to send you a list of the gear. I am. Good morning. Hey, Kim. How are you? How are you doing? Make sure you hit those. Can you post the items? Thanks. Yes, Kim, I'm going to post the items. I'm going to send them to the people who ask. Only to the people who ask in the video, though. I don't want to just post it out there and have folks who just kind of spam people. If you ask and you put you're interested, I'm going to have someone on my team send you that information. Hey, it's a couple of people. I can't see your name. Make sure you hit that that ecamm.live button at the top of this so I can know who you are and ask questions. Now let's dive in a little bit and talk about the gear that I use. So first thing you need to know. Okay, so I have different gear, video gear for Facebook Lives than I do when I take my studio on the go. So it's a couple things. What you can't see right now is that I have a light right here. I have a light here, and I have a light here. I also have a tripod in front of me. There's a camera right here. See, there's a tripod in front of me, and I have a light that's in front of me. I also have this microphone, and I have some other gear. So the first thing that I'm going to share with you, and this is really counterintuitive, so I'm going to say this a couple of times. This is very counterintuitive. The most important thing about video is not your video. The most important thing about your video is not your video. It's your audio. Your audio quality is the most important thing about your video. With video, if people can't see you, it's okay. If people can't hear you, they are gone. It's a wrap. You can't communicate with them. They can't communicate with you. The conversation never started. Their listening is over. The most important thing about your video is not your video. It's actually your audio. So you need to invest just as heavily in your audio as you do your video. You already have an iPhone or an Android. You already have that, right? So you already have a great camera and video tool on your phone. There's HD quality camera and video equipment on this phone right now. So as opposed to investing in fancy cameras and expensive lenses, like you could do that later on, but when you're starting off, there's no need to do that. Invest that extra money in your audio. So let's talk about some of the audio. And this is what I do for Facebook Lives. First, you see this microphone. I get a lot of questions about this microphone right here. This is for my Facebook Lives. I have different equipment for Facebook Lives than I do for when I'm taking my studio on the go. So I'm going to talk about those things separately. This microphone right here is a Blue Yeti microphone. It is extremely affordable and high quality. It's almost laughable how high quality and affordable this Blue Yeti microphone is. Guess how much this microphone cost me? It cost me $99 from Amazon. That's it. $99 for Amazon. I have upgraded my audio quality to professional status for $99. You can talk to me in the chat. Can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly? One of the differences between an amateur and a professional when it comes to video is how well can you hear the person. If you can't hear the person all that well, it's a telltale sign that they're an amateur. Well, you can upgrade your audio for $20, for $99. It's really inexpensive. You don't need to understand how to use this microphone at all. It plugs directly in. Let me see if you can see this. It plugs directly into my Mac computer, or if you have a PC, it's going to plug directly in to your PC. There's no setup required at all. You can plug it in directly and start using it immediately. Right now, this is one of the most important things that I have in my business, and it cost me $99. It's laughable how high quality this microphone is. And when you go, I'll send you the link to this if you want it. If you put interested in the comment section of this, my team is going to go through, look at those folks who put interested, and we're going to send you a PDF after this video, after this Facebook Live is over. But this Blue Yeti microphone cost me $99. It's extremely high quality. You can hear me clearly. Alina, you said you can hear me. Kim, you said you can hear me. Debbie, you said you can hear me. Ashley, you can hear me very clearly. Yes, you can. And it costs $99 to go from amateur status to professional status. If you don't remember anything else, remember that your audio is more important, or at least equally as important as your video, right? So invest in audio, right? That's the first thing. Invest in audio. This is a Blue Yeti microphone. I'm not going to send you links to a bunch of different options for Facebook Live. I'm going to suggest that you get this and invest in this Blue Yeti microphone. Okay, what else do we have? Do you see this? Does anyone know what this is right here? Do you know what this is and why I'm using it? Jesse, I don't know if you're here, but Jesse probably does. I don't know if anyone else did. Before a couple of months ago, I had no idea what this was. This is called, let me see. Does anyone know what this is? Tell me, do you know what this is right here? This little black thing that's in front of my Blue Yeti microphone. This black thing that's in front of my Blue Yeti microphone. Do you know what it is? Kim, Ashley, Debbie, Elena, do you know what this is? And some other folks who I don't know who you are, don't see you, but do you know who this is? What this is? It is called a pop filter. It's called a pop filter. This cost me $8, literally $8 from Amazon. No, Kim, this is the microphone here, right? This is the microphone. This black part right here is not the microphone. The black part is called a pop filter. Now, the purpose of a pop filter, when you talk directly into your microphone, is two things that happen. First, when you say words that start with a P, popsicle, Tom, or T, popsicle, Tom, and you make those very harsh P's, T's, what happens is it's really sharp in the listener's ear. So the pop filter softens your language a little bit. So your P's sound soft. They don't come off as really hard. They sound soft. The second thing is when you make those P's and those T's and you just speak normally, you spit. We're all human. I don't know if you notice. I'm a human person. I'm imperfect. Sometimes when I talk, saliva, spit comes out of my mouth. Well, when you spit into your microphone, it can clog up the microphone and it reduces the quality of the audio over time. So this pop filter, it catches your saliva, it catches your spit, and it softens your P's and T's. And so it improves the quality of your microphone, and it extends the life cycle of your microphone. Costs $8 from Amazon. Buy it today. Buy it today. Super inexpensive. Okay, what else do we have? I don't know if you can see this well or not, but this microphone is on a boom arm. This microphone is on a boom arm, right? This boom arm cost me $15 from Amazon, and it holds the microphone up. You need the microphone to be as close to your mouth as possible. This boom arm just connects directly to my desk. It's simple to set up, and when I'm sitting down, I can just talk normally, naturally, and the microphone is up because the Blue Yeti microphone comes on like something that sits on your desk, like a little tripod that sits on your desk. And then you have to kind of lean over quite a bit. Well, this I can hold up. You see, I can move that out the way. I can do a lot of fun things with this boom arm, that just sits on my desk, this arm desk. It feels really good. It works perfectly. The last thing I'll tell you about some of this audio equipment that I'm using is this right here, right? This little device It's called a shock mount. So um, the way a shock mount works, is that you have vibrations that happen everywhere. And sometimes those vibrations, especially with this Blue Yeti microphone, it can pick it up. The shock mount absorbs those vibrations and makes it a lot better, easier for you to kind of reduce the amount of like extraneous noise that you may have that's coming through. It's good to buy. You know, it's relatively inexpensive. This entire setup right here cost I don't know, $150, something really good and affordable, and $100 of that came from the Blue Yeti microphone. So like the things I'm asking you to get aren't really expensive, but they improve the quality of your video, of your audio quite a bit. Okay, so what else do I have? Right here to my right, above me, and to my left, I have lights. I have lighting. And so in my home where I am today, as you know, I live and work in Washington, D.C. My wife works for the FBI. And so I'm here about 6 months of the year. I'm here about 6 months of the year. And we have this like den area, right? We don't have any kids. Hopefully we'll have some one day, but we don't have any kids now. So we choose this like den area is basically my office. I come in here and I work. So I've turned this into like a mini studio basically. And I have this lighting setup. I have a light here, a light here, and a light here. And I have a tripod in front of me that's holding the microphone. That's holding the camera, not the microphone. It's holding the camera, and the lighting helps because you can see me very clearly, right? Can't you see me clearly? So the boom arm Kim is pretty inexpensive. It's $25. I don't know. When I send you the link, Kim, you'll see that it's fairly inexpensive. I'll send you the link to it. The with this boom arm and all this stuff, this right here cost about $150 or so. I'm a little foggy on it because it's been a while since I've had it. Cost about $150. I also have another tripod that I'm going to show you. Hold on one second. This tripod sits on the floor. I don't use it all that often. It cost me about $25 as well. I would not recommend it unless you want to stand up. Like if you're going to do a lot of your videos, Facebook Lives and stuff, talking to your audience, and you're going to stand up, then yeah, it's good to get. I sit down a bunch, so it's one of those things that I bought that I actually don't use a bunch. So I probably wouldn't recommend it unless you're going to stand. Okay. Now let's talk about taking your studio on the go. Let's say you go into an open house. You want to take some really cool images of the house. Let's just say you're walking through the house. What do you do? Right now, you're probably walking through the house and you have it on your iPhone and you're like shaking. And so I'm going to talk about some of the gear that you can use to take your studio on the go. This is the first thing. This is called a stabilizer. So we talked about the Facebook Live. Now we're talking about taking your studio on the go. This is called a stabilizer. It is a Smooth 4 gimbal. A Smooth 4 gimbal, a stabilizer. Thing cost me about $100. You can get it from Amazon. I'll share the link with you later. What's the purpose of this? The purpose of this is when you're walking around, this can stabilize the camera for you. So I'm going to unbox this and open it up so you can see. So this holds your iPhone. It comes with a little tripod. So as I'm talking, I'm going to start putting some of this stuff together so you can see how easy it is. And remember, I'm a novice at this. I'm a tech guy. I am not a videographer. I've learned all this stuff by like watching YouTube videos. So now we have this stabilizer and you can see it just sits up. So what I want to do is when I'm walking around, and when you're walking around in that listing, that open house, you want to take some photos of the house, some video of the house, as opposed to walking around with your phone like this and it's shaking and the camera looks like wobbly. You can put it in this stabilizer. Let me show you how it works. See that? Now, when I take this thing, when I take it and I move it around, regardless of how I move it or where I move it, all I'm doing is just turning my wrist. The camera is following me, the phone is following me, and it's stabilizing it. You see how still the camera is, the phone is, as I'm moving this thing around? It doesn't look wobbly. It's extremely stabilized. So now, regardless of what happens, even if someone hits me and I turn around a little bit, I can get these beautiful images of a house. Perfect still images. Video quality will be great because everything is stabilized. Regardless of what I do, I can take it, move it anywhere. It's not wobbly. Look at me. I'm literally turning my arm and the camera is still stable. That's why you have a stabilizer. That's why you use a gimbal. Isn't that cool? Isn't that freaking cool? So I use this quite a bit when I'm out and on the go. So the first thing you need when you're trying to take your studio on the go is a stabilizer. Now, let's talk about some of the other things. And some of the other stuff we want to share with you now is all about audio. Remember, your audio is just as important as your video. So when you're taking this on the go, you need to also think about how to invest in your audio quality. So I'm going to share some of this with you. So I have a couple of different microphones. I got a couple of different mics that I use. And I'm going to walk through them, not by order of importance, but just walk through them as I'm kind of putting this stuff together. So the first thing is a shotgun mic. There are different types of microphones that you can get. I'm going to talk about a shotgun and a lavalier. So this is a shotgun microphone. It's made by Rode. A shotgun microphone is made by Rode. I don't remember how much it cost me, but I'm a pretty frugal guy and it wasn't that expensive, maybe $50, $30 to $50, I would say. And it can drastically improve the quality of your audio. I'll show you how to hook. I'm not going to show you how to hook this up to the iPhone and the gimbal because it's not something I use all that often, but it is something that you can use. It is a really affordable option. I have upgraded from this, but if you want to take this around and put it on your gimbal and your stabilizer, it can work really well. It's $30 to $50, will give you fantastic audio. So next up, where's my other audio? Okay. This is another shotgun microphone right here. I'm going to unbox this for you. So this is a shotgun microphone that is also made by Rode. Another shotgun microphone made by Rode. Really good quality microphone, costs $15, $20 when you're first starting off and you're thinking about getting a microphone. If the Rode is a little bit too expensive for you, $30 to $50, I think this falls within the $15 to $25 range. So you could use this as well, and you could connect this to your Smooth 4 or Gimbal 2, and then connect it to your phone and get some really high quality audio. It's not always like this because you don't need to buy expensive microphones in order to get high quality audio. It just depends. Like these shotgun microphones, they are not connected directly to you, so they sit closer to the camera, and so you will pick up some noise. So if you're in a loud place, a shotgun microphone is not going to be the best for you. If you're in a place that's not so loud, let's say you go to, let's say, you know, you're promoting a property and you're the only one there and you just want to take some cool video of it, but you want to talk while you're doing it, then these shotgun microphones for $15 to $50 can be a really good options for you. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how to put some of this other stuff together. This is by the way, this is a mini tripod that you can connect to you can connect this to your phone as well. If you just, you know, if you're a woman, you can put this in your purse, you can carry it around. So if you don't want to get a gimbal like a Smooth 4, you can just connect your phone to this and you can walk around and this will basically do the job. But, you know, anything that takes the phone out of your hand, your wobbly hand, is best. So this is really inexpensive. I'll share a link to this as well. That should be good. So how do we put all this together? So this is the microphone that I use most frequently. So put in the comments, have you seen some of my videos where I'm basically just sitting down talking and I have like a wireless microphone on? This is the microphone that I'm using. I'm using these microphones. Actually, I have that's not too helpful. So I have a Rode Link. You can tell I really love Rode. These Rode Link wireless microphones. Now, this is a little bit more advanced. This did cost me a couple $100, like $350 or so. You may not want to get this because of the cost, but it is extremely high quality. It's fantastic. When you're in a loud place, this is a lavalier mic, so it connects directly to you. When you're in a loud place and you still need to be heard, this microphone, this Rode microphone right here is fantastic. It goes a long way. Doesn't matter who else around you is talking. People will only be able to hear you, right? So that's good. Now I'm going to show you how to put this stuff together. One of the things when you're talking about your iPhone, you cannot connect, like you need different gear to connect your iPhone and to your audio equipment. And so one of the things you're going to need is a TRS to TRRS cable. A TRS to TRRS cable. You can't see that. Looks like it's kind of blurry. I'll share this with you. But let me show you how you put all this stuff together. So I have my cables here, right? Got my cables and I want to connect it. I'll share with you what this is. This is simply just an adapter. You know how the iPhone recently changed the plug at the end? And so you need this little adapter to plug into your phone. So that's one of the things you can use that you have to buy if you have an iPhone 10 or greater. And then this is what I just showed you. These two cords right here, the TRS, the TRRS, you need this to connect it to your Rode microphones. So I'm going to put this together for you and show you how it works. Yeah, Debbie, you said you've seen me kind of roving around. So you take this and just plug it into your iPhone. Right? And now you have this Rode. This comes with the wireless microphone that I have. I take this and I plug it into my receiver on my my wireless microphone. Now, when I'm taking my studio on the go, you see this gimbal right here, this stabilizer, it doesn't have a way to hold this wireless microphone. So you need a clip for it. And this little clip, it goes around the stabilizer. Oh no. Oh no, my little thing broke. My stabilizer my little clip broke. So I'm not going to be able to put it together for you. I'm just realizing this actually. Give me 1 second. Yeah, my thing literally broke. I don't know where it is, but this has a little connector and it literally goes around your gimbal. And what you do is you put this gimbal. Yeah, that's right, Brendan. The screw just fell off, and I don't know where the screw is right now, but I'm gonna makeshift this together so I can show you. Just hold it. This goes around like this, the gimbal. And then you can take the iPhone and you put it around just like that. And so now when you're walking around, you can have your wireless microphone connected to your iPhone, your wireless microphone connected to your iPhone and holding your gimbal. It looks really high tech and complicated, but trust me, if I can figure this out, and I'm not a videographer, I just know how to watch YouTube videos and read. You can figure this out too. If you need help, then I'll be happy to do another one of these things when it's actually working and show you how to literally put all this stuff together. But now you can walk around and have your gimbal just like that. Now you're walking around and you'll connect your wireless microphone and the other part of your microphone, obviously. Cut this off. The other part of your microphone will be connected to you. So let me grab that. This is just your lavalier, which goes into your transmitter. And you have the other part of the wireless mic, which you can just connect here. So this is following you around, or your subject, anyone who you're talking to. I don't know if maybe you want to interview someone or whatever the case may be. You have this part of the microphone, which is on the subject, the participant, and then you have this, which is walking you around. So those things are pretty cool. I'm going to share links to all of that stuff. And now I'm going to share with you some stuff that I bought, which is cool, but I really don't use all that much before we end. Let me know if you have any questions, because I'm going to have to go in a moment. So I want to make sure I answer your questions. I bought some lenses. This just connects to my iPhone. And so if I want to get wider views, this could actually be pretty good for you now that I'm thinking about it. If you're at the property and you want to take some wide angle shots or close-up angle shots, then these lenses could actually be really good. They're made by Moment. They are not inexpensive. I have used them a couple of times. They are not inexpensive. Think like a lens may cost 99 bucks. I think they have lenses on there that are a couple of $100. I did not buy those, but I did buy some other lenses. I don't use these a whole bunch, but they are really good if you want to take some really cool property specific photos. You can use those lenses. In order to connect that lens to your iPhone, you need to buy a special lens. A special case from Moment. So you'll put this case on your iPhone, and then do you see this right here? Your lens will connect here. So if you have an iPhone, this is Brendan, you have an iPhone X Max, the weight's too heavy, so you 90-degree adapter, which allows the phone to be closer to the base of smooth and still counterweight. Yes, so the counterweight. That's a good point. So I have the counterweights right here. So what Brendan is saying is when you connect your phone to a gimbal like this, sometimes it'll end up being tilted. And so you need something, because it's too heavy on one side, you need something to balance it out. And you simply just take this counterweight and put it on. See how that works? This is the counterweight right here. So when I take this counterweight off, you see how tilted this is? This won't work. This won't work, right? This is very tilted. This won't work. So you need a counterweight. And I found this out later. I wish I would have known this before, because I bought all this other crap and then I realized, man, why is this thing tilting? And then I start researching and realized I need a counterweight. Now I put the counterweight on and now it's even. That's the reason for the counterweight, because you need your phone to be 90 degrees. You need it to be like this. Can't be vertical, needs to be horizontal. That is basically all the gear that I have and that I use. We talked about the clip, which has broken for me. We talked about the TRS, the TRRS cables. We talked about the Smooth 4. And we talked about the wireless microphones that I use. And then previously we talked about the Blue Yeti microphone, the pop filter, the boom arm, the shock mount, and I believe that is it. Oh yeah, and so when I'm doing like Facebook Lives, I use a software called ecamm.live. That's how I can see what you all are saying. So Alina, you just said when in car, especially if you're stopped and windows closed, you really don't need microphone. At least test it out. Before about $15, you can get a wired live. That's very true. You can get a $15, $20 wired, lavalier microphone, and it works really well if you're in a quiet place. But that audio quality, remember, the audio quality is just as important as the video quality. And the iPhones, they have decent audio quality, but it's not the best. You can upgrade it, taking from amateur to professional status for like 15, 20 bucks. You can get Rode microphones, like I've gotten for 15 to 25 to 50 bucks, all the way up to $300. So it just depends on how comfortable you are with learning this stuff, how frequently you want to kind of tap into this stuff. But Steve, I'm sending the links to people who specifically ask us to send the links. Yes. So if you put you're interested in the comment section, I will have someone on my team go through and send the link to you. Again, these aren't like affiliate links. These are just the links that I use to personally buy this stuff. And you'll see that most of the stuff I bought was from Amazon. I didn't go like, the Moment lenses. I believe I went to Moment to buy those, but almost everything else I bought from Amazon. I can't think of anything else that I didn't buy from Amazon. Actually, I just had to go all these different places and figure out how to connect it and put it together. Watched hours and hours and hours of YouTube videos. And so hopefully this was helpful to you. Did you think this was helpful? I know that I posted about this yesterday and it was pretty fast, but I got, I don't know, 25 DM messages this week asking about what video equipment I'm using. So I figured I would just take a moment to share it with you. Hopefully, this was helpful for you. If you are interested in the links to this stuff, the video equipment that I have, that I use, and why I use it, then put interested in this video. And I'll, at the comment section of this video, and I'll have someone on my team go through and make sure that they send it to you through a DM, or if we get your email address or something like that. Something pretty easy for the team. And what else? What else? What else? Oh, yes. Again, I'm Hassan Riggs, the founder, CEO at Smart Alto, and we set appointments for real estate agents. So if you're interested in learning more about how my team works and how we have all these ISAs who have really engaging conversations with your home buyers or home sellers to set appointments for you to make your life easier so that you can focus on things that are most important, like building stronger relationships with your clients, then I will be extremely happy to have someone on my team reach out to you and have a conversation with you about some of the things that we do to help you take your business from here to there, right? So hopefully you found this was helpful. If you did, one of the ways that can really help out this group is I'm trying to build it. I started it about 2 months ago, 6 to 8 weeks ago. And I really want this to be a very valuable community with folks sharing helpful information around how you can grow your business, the real estate marketing strategies that you can use. I'm an entrepreneur just like you, so don't forget that. I'm an entrepreneur just like you. And we have, a couple hundred clients all across the US and Canada. We're growing really fast, but I want you to know a little bit about me and the things that work well in the business and the things that we're trying to improve, because I'm a real person, right? I'm not some guy that's sitting on some type of hill. Like, I'm a real person. We have really good things that happen in my business and personal life, and then we have things that just kind of suck sometimes. And so that's the reality of business. So the ups and downs that you face, we face it in my business too. It's no reason for you to go through life alone, because it can get unnecessarily hard. And so I'm trying to build this group and have it to be a community of people who are sharing helpful information. And so please invite other people to the group, share your experiences, and give me some encouragement every now and again, because I need it. I need to know the same way you need encouragement. I need encouragement too. The business is going well. But if you like some of the content, feel free to share that with me and share it with other people, because we're going to start having more Facebook Lives with folks. We got one with Steve Jolly that's coming up in a couple of weeks. And I know Alina has been on me about doing more Facebook Lives. And so, Alina, I see you. I hear you. We're going to try to do more of these, maybe a couple of times a week, just depending on, schedules, because I do travel quite a bit. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama next week. That's where we're headquartered. And so I'm going down there, talking to the team, kumbaya, shake hands, kiss babies, that type of stuff. And but if you need me, obviously reach out to someone on the team. Reach out to me. You can DM me. I'm pretty available. And so great to chat with you today. I'm off to this family reunion meeting that we're getting for. So wish me luck on that. It is a really big undertaking to plan a meeting for 300 people who are coming from across the country and have different wants, needs, expectations, and demands. So we're trying to kind of wrap that stuff up and get it taken care of. And my wife is out of town. She's in Chicago. So having a girls trip, and she left me here to do all the work. But she'll be back soon, and I'm looking forward to having her back. If you need anything or want to reach out, learn more about Smart Alto, or just want to chat with me, then just reach out to me, DM. Make sure you put interested in the comment section of this video, and look forward to chatting with you soon. All right. Thanks. Be well.